Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Bad day on the stock market. Retaliation in Iran. Ohio marijuana. And the Shaman gets his horns back. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, the S&P 500 lost $1.3 trillion in value yesterday. The president of the San Francisco Fed said the U.S. economy could, quote, continue to deteriorate. This is the worst day in the stock market since 2022. The Dow lost 2.6%. After Israel killed a Hamas leader in Tehran, Iran claimed today they have a legal right to respond to the assassination. Joe Biden met with his national security team in the Situation Room. Blinken told fellow G7 countries that an attack from Iran against Israel was imminent, but they don't know what that attack will look like. Pirates in Jordan have been Jordan's right in between Iran and Israel, have been told to load up with 45 minutes worth of extra fuel in case you need to divert and clear the airspace. Blinken said we are engaged in intense diplomacy, pretty much around the clock, with a very simple message. All parties must refrain from escalation. Recreational marijuana now available in Ohio. 100 medical marijuana dispensaries have begun selling immediately. This is due to a November ballot measure. They are the 24th state to legalize marijuana. It passed 57 to 43. I will leave my opinion out of this, but for the 26 other states who are thinking about possibly doing this, please look at the societal results of the 24 who have. A federal judge has ordered the Justice Department to return the spear and Viking helmet to the QAnon shaman, Jacob Chansley. Remember this guy? Sentenced to 41 months in prison for January 6th. These items were confiscated from him. A horned coyote tail headdress and a 6-foot pole with an American flag zip-tied to the shaft and a metal spearhead fixed to the top, as the government described them. Well, he wanted them back, and the Justice Department said, no, these were weapons used on the assault on the U.S. Capitol. They should remain in federal custody. But the judge said that the items must be returned. The judge said the QAnon shaman, he didn't call him the QAnon shaman, he called him Jacob, Mr. Chansley, completed his prison sentence, and now he has moved for the return of his property seized, still held by the government, including his spear and helmet, and it will be returned. China back on top the gold medal count with 21 to our 20 gold, but we have 78 total to their measly 53. I'm Mike Slater, Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Tuesday, it's August, and I was hoping for a less intense political month, but that doesn't seem to be happening. On Saturday, Donald Trump held a rally in Georgia where he scorched the state's popular Republican governor, Brian Kemp, who has a 60% approval rating. Mr. Trump did that because he believes Kemp did not confront election corruption in 2020. Joe Biden won Georgia by a minuscule margin, and Trump says the result was rigged. But the Republicans need the state of Georgia this year, and Governor Kemp is the most powerful man in the state. Doesn't seem to me that marginalizing him is a good strategy. With powerful media and financial forces ferociously backing Kamala Harris, the November vote looks to be close. Donald Trump should be courting all potential allies, even if he doesn't like them. Based upon policy, Trump should win the election. But should is a meaningless word. Mistakes always derail should. Kamala Harris will do what she is told to do by experienced campaigners who are running her show. Nobody tells Donald Trump what to do, and his mistakes will hurt him this coming November. The irony is, it's not all about Donald Trump. It's all about the country. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Okay, let's go to the mail. Stephen Hurlbert, Brookhaven, Georgia. I live in one of the key battleground states, obviously Georgia. I'm a lifelong Republican, voted for Trump twice. But his latest diatribe against Governor Kemp may have cooked his goose. Folks I know are shaking their heads. Here we go again. How can he win Georgia without Kemp? I don't know. I don't know. Should win it easy. Thomas, the Georgia rally turned me off. Trump has to quit going after people. Stick to the issues. Otherwise, he will lose. Yeah, I don't think that's bad advice. George, it's clear Donald Trump needs a savvy media advisor to prepare him. The election is his to lose, but if he's not careful with the personal attacks, he will do so. So I think much of my audience, and it's millions around the world, they're sympathetic to the Republican Party at this point in history. But there's danger here. Nancy Quiserick, Austin, Texas. My friends laugh at me because I'm always saying, well, Bill says, you probably explained this 100 times, but I'm a simple woman. Why does the progressive left want the government to take over, i.e. socialism? Wouldn't it hurt them too, since socialism has been a failure everywhere? They don't look at it like that. Number one, they don't accept the socialist brand. These are the people who are supporting Kamala Harris, okay? And number two, it's motion. Most of Harris's support is an anti-Trump vote. It's not a logical situation, Nancy. In a moment, something you might not know. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall, but there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 79 years ago today, the U.S. military dropped a 10,000-pound bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The explosion instantly incinerated 100,000 human beings. Here's the story of America's nuclear attack on Japan. Tokyo began its brutal conquest of the Pacific in the 1930s. By the summer of 1945, more than 30 million people had been killed in Asia, including 26 million civilians. After the Allied victory over Nazi Germany, President Truman began planning the invasion of Japan. On July 16th, scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer and his crew successfully detonated the first nuclear explosion in New Mexico. That was underground. You may have seen the film. On August 6th, 1945, 1 week before the Soviet Union was scheduled to join combat against Japan, President Truman ordered the first atomic bomb to be dropped in Hiroshima. It took the Japanese 4 hours to even understand why the entire city had suddenly gone silent. The Emperor of Japan hoped the device was one of a kind. He was wrong. On August 9th, another atomic bomb destroyed the city of Nagasaki. 9 days later, Emperor Hirohito delivered a radio address announcing Japan's unconditional surrender. Said the emperor, quote, "The enemy has begun to employ a new and most cruel bomb, the power of which to do damage is indeed incalculable," unquote. It was the first time most Japanese had ever heard the emperor's voice. In total, the atomic bombs killed 200,000 Japanese men, women, and children. The explosions also saved countless American lives because troops would have perished during the invasion of Japan. That includes my father, who was sailing toward combat in the Pacific. And here's something else you might not know. The legacy of the nuclear explosion lives on. There are currently 1,000 Japanese survivors of the atom bomb living in the USA. They all receive a monthly stipend from Tokyo and 2 annual physicals with American doctors. Back after this. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.